News Talk 640 WFNC. I'm Gilbert Bays. Kenny Hitman McLean is there. And on the telephone from somewhere in Florida is MIYOSHI Gordon. MIYOSHI, can you hear me? MIYOSHI, are you there?
Let's see. Let me check.
Okay.
Yay, I heard her. Are you there?
Okay. Let's try a couple other things. Let's see if she's got. Can you?
MIYOSHI, can you hear me? It says, my thing says on air.
There we are.
MIYOSHI, are you there?
Okay.
Let's see, Gilbert. Let's try that. Now go.
MIYOSHI, are you there?
One more time.
MIYOSHI, hello.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I hear. How are you?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Have you been hearing me all this time and you were answering and you were frustrated saying, what is going on with Gilbert?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay, well, now you hear me. You're online here, and you are down in Florida, but you are from Fayetteville, or you lived up here? Give me the background.
Yes, I'm a native of North Carolina. My hometown is Rayford, but I live my adult life in Fayetteville.
And you and I have connected for what reason? Because we talked last week, and I actually ended up preaching. I guess our conversation was. I took us to church after you told me what it is you're trying to do. Tell us what you have going on, and it's a program that's going to be happening. It's a gala that's supposed to be happening in September.
That is correct. We're having a Beacon of Hope, Friendship, and Service Gala. It's going to be held on Friday, September the 4th at 5 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And it's going to be really meaningful to the community. It's designed to raise public awareness of myositis, breast cancer diseases, and also heart health and mental health concerns. And
you came up with this idea. You're obviously a humanitarian author and an advocate for health-related issues. Give me the background here in terms of you saying, look, I got to do something, and this is what we're going to do.
Yes, I operated a nonprofit, 501c3, for 6 years, and that was name was at that time was United Divine Purpose, and we were going to have a gala in Fayetteville in 2020. That was the year of COVID. So we were delayed, and so now, since I am now MIYOSHI Gordon LLC, we still move forward as continuing on with the gala in Fayetteville. I think it's very important to honor the resilience of survivors and families impacted by these conditions. And it's also, I can speak for myself, it has truly affected my life.
Now, is your name pronounced MIYOSHI or MIYOSHI?
It's MIYOSHI.
MIYOSHI, okay. And you had a gala, and you sent me some pictures of the one that you had. When was this one? I'll put some of the pictures up on the screen. When was the one that you sent me pictures of?
That was 2016. We had that one.
And where was that taking place?
That was right there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That was at the Holiday Inn out on Cedar Creek.
Okay, Holiday Inn, Cedar Creek. All right, and what do people need to do if they want to get involved and attend the one that you have coming up in September?
Oh, the only thing they have to do is to go to my website. It's by my name, MIYOSHI Gordon, spelled MIYOSHI, and in Gordon. And they can make payment there. The fee is $85, and it's also vendor opportunities where they can do whatever they like as far as advertising what they're doing, and that would be wonderful for the community. I feel like at this time it's a good humanitarian outreach in health education in the community that everybody can get involved. But it's easy. It's nothing definitely that difficult, and they pay their fee right there on the website.
Now, can people register the night of the event as well, or do you have to have it in advance in terms of keeping up with how much food you're going to be ordering?
Yes, we have to have that in advance because the hotel needs to know that by head count in advance. So right now the deadline is May the 31st. But however, we're going to go a little bit day by day and evaluate that process.
Now, the event is going to be held at the Embassy Suite here in Fayetteville. Very nice facility over there. That's one of the best hotels in town. And you are encouraging folks to come out. In terms of vendors, what type of vendors would participate and or benefit from coming to this event?
I think all, except what they have to offer to the community, because you never know what they bring. Because everyone would be interested, I can say that. I think by the community, it will make an impact.
You know, I would have to say that everybody knows someone who has been impacted by some form of cancer, breast cancer, or
hmm
whatever it might be. Do you have a personal story as well of a relative that inspired you maybe to say, "Look, I got to do something"?
Yes, only I would say many, including myself. We're going to have truly inspiring stories by myositis, breast cancer, heart health, and mental health. You will hear that directly from the survivor themselves, and it's very, very inspiring.
How difficult is it to get somebody to tell their story that's been going through maybe chemotherapy, radiation, all the things that you have to do in order to get to the other side of a cancer diagnosis?
You know, it's not that difficult. I think when someone goes through a disease, by the end of their journey, they're really inspired to tell their story because they want to help someone else along that process.
Yeah, and how about for you? Can you share your personal adventure and how you had to deal with things?
Yes, I have had breast cancer 3 times. It was a difficult journey, but however, from family and friends being very supportive, along with myositis disease. I was diagnosed in 1995. Currently, on both myositis and breast cancer. I'm in remission. Also, during that process, I can say greatly that you're affected by your mental health. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But however, I think with therapists, it truly helped me through the process. You have to break the stigma as far as mental health nowadays. It's very, very important in the community at large. As far as heart health, my father died of a myocardial infarction. So I'm very, very keen to making sure, including myself, I have high blood pressure. So I have to be very, very careful of those conditions.
You know, it's
And I
interesting.
want to share.
Go ahead. I'm
hmm
sorry. Go ahead.
And I want to share in the community how important it is for survivors to tell their stories because it's very, very important that they heal and that you heal through the process of telling your story.
If you are just joining us right now, we have on the phone from Florida, a native of North Carolina who's moved down to Florida, MIYOSHI Gordon. She is a humanitarian, an author, and also a health advocate. She's got a program that's going to be going on in September, Embassy Suite here in Fayetteville, and so she's encouraging folks to come out. You know, MIYOSHI, one thing that people forget is while a person is going through treatment or whatever it might be, family members are also impacted either by the care or the emotional trauma that's their loved one is going through. Did your family go through that as well?
Of course, most definitely. I only have one son, and I mean he had been with me throughout the entire process, and then my family was very supportive. They came down to Florida, and I can say it greatly impacted them as well. And truly, that helped me heal along as far as what I am today. It was a process mentally, I can say, for me. Um, it affects me. It affected me. Um, Whether I was gonna, how some days you feel like you can't make it, but I always held on to my hope, knowing that with my faith that I would make it through.
You know, the interesting thing about saying that someone has whatever form of cancer it might be, breast or whatever it might be, or any type of illness for that matter, a lot of people keep it into themselves, and then occasionally you'll see, a celebrity or someone say, "Hey, I've got X, Y, and Z disease,"
hmm
and it's that platform from which people do exactly what we're doing right now that provides hope, and I think that's the key: hope that someone else has this and going to be able to survive it. Do you get that feeling, your sense yourself?
Yeah, you're right on. Because our little Logan is shining a light on hope. And I think it's very important for increasing awareness and fostering a meaningful dialogue, like what we're doing right now to bring awareness to the community.
You know, the interesting thing about this, that I say it hits home. I have a cousin up in New Jersey who discovered
Hmm.
not too long ago that she has uh, stage 0 breast cancer, and the thing about it is you catch it early, and you know you're able to get some treatment and have this hope that you're talking about. And in her case, or in a lot of folks who have dense breasts, and maybe the normal way of trying to see if you have breast cancer doesn't work, so you have to do something more than that in order to do it. And hopefully, insurance companies are now paying for the diagnostic testing that's needed in order to help folks who need a little bit more help in identifying what the issues are. As an advocate, do you advocate for insurance companies to give a little bit more assistance?
Well, what we're doing now, you're right on that also. I am working with one particular company right now. I do advocate on making sure that you get your annual exams done, whether it be any part of, like all four diseases, what I'm advocating on: myositis, breast cancer, heart health, and mental health. Those are very, very important to, and don't be afraid to say, I need help. Uh, because it's easy to say you shy away from it, but if you stand strong to say, I need to get better, heal, I think you can accomplish that. And also by the community standing by a person, if they see that someone's like, we're being very supportive of that, they will not, I think it's easier to break the stigma.
Yeah, once again, I'm showing some of the pictures from the event that you've had prior to this. When COVID came around, that just added a whole nother layer for folks to have to deal with their other regular health issues. What's the dialogue when you talk to someone who's gone through COVID, or you've gone through whatever process it is that you need to go through in order to knock down one of these illnesses? What's the most encouraging thing you can say to someone?
I think it's the meaningful dialogue that we have with them. It's fostering care. Like you care, you shine hope on what they're going through. I think if you share your own story and be meaningful with that, they're open up, like open communication, like what we're doing, and it's easier for them to speak about what they're going through.
Yeah, one last time here we have uh, MIYOSHI Gordon, who is a humanitarian author and health advocate, and she is actually down in Florida. And we had this conversation. I'm trying to remember. Did you reach out to me? How do we get in contact?
We did on social media.
That's right. You sent me a note, and
That's correct.
I read what you had going on and said, hey, we got to get this on the air. We got to talk about it again. You're in Florida. The event is in September at the Embassy Suite, but it's important to talk about it now because now this is the time to encourage vendors and folks who may want to take part in this to reach out to you. What's the best way for folks to do that?
Either by email, my name, MIYOSHIGordon at gmail.com, or info, MIYOSHIGordon.com, or by my phone number of 910-322-2214.
All right, Mangshi, we wish you an awful lot of success with this. And we got a little time as we get a little bit closer, maybe to get you back on one more time to see how it's going and make sure people are aware of the event and how they can register and all that type of stuff. So good luck as you promote this and get this underway for this coming September at the Embassy Suite here in Fayetteville.
Thank you very much for the opportunity today to share.
Okay. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC. Kenny, we're going to do weather. We're going to news. CBS 17 meteorologist.
Our Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 80. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 54. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 87. And Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 93. Rain-free weather with highs in the 90s will continue into this upcoming week before a cold front brings a few showers and a slight dip in temperatures by late next week. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunzing.
All right, Rachel, right now 56 degrees at Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also in Grays Creek. You're listening to News Talk 640